Hi, my name is Jongwoo Kim from KitFox Games. I'm the tech lead and co-founder of the company. And we are the creators of projects like A Shattered Planet and Moon Hunters. And I'm here to talk about our latest project, Shrouded Isle. The Shrouded Isle is a human sacrifice called Simulator. You're the high priest of a small, secluded island village that worships a slumbering dark god, who is prophesied to awaken in 500 years. And now you're playing for the last 3 years of that cycle. So let's have a look. As you saw in the opening, one of your goals is to purge the sinners from this village. And this village has 5 noble houses: the Kegnis, the Yosefkas, the Cadwells, the Eppersons, and the Balfours. And on one hand, you have your obligations to your dark god, but on the other hand, you have to maintain your relationships with the 5 great families. So let's visit the Kegnis, for instance. You'll notice on the left side that you see the members of the Kegni family. Underneath each character's name, you'll notice that sometimes there are question marks and sometimes there is a brief description about their traits. And so each person has a virtue, which is the top one, and each person has a vice, which is the bottom one. For instance, Vanya here is unrepentant, and so she is someone who will reduce penitence, which is one of the 5 virtues of their religion. So in this case, we're going to appoint someone from this family, and we'll move on to the next family. You'll notice the Yosefkas allow you to use an inquiry because they have high approval of it. They are satisfied compared to Kegnis who are dissatisfied. Inquiries allow you to investigate a character further about their behavior. So let's look at Miko. And you'll notice that he is full of fervor. He is someone who will encourage the virtue of fervor if you appoint him as an advisor. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we're going to quickly go through the different families and move on to the next phase of the game. Ooh, a swindler. This will be important later. As the High Priest, you are trying to, at least on the surface, trying to encourage the virtues of your religion: ignorance, fervor, discipline, that you can see at the bottom. And each of these advisors will help you or prevent you from doing so based on their family as well as based on their personal traits. But you're not quite certain about who they are. Vanya, for instance, is unrepentant, but you don't know to which extent she is. And Miko is full of fervor, but all the same, we don't know to what extent that is true. And you can dilute their effect to prevent them from sabotaging the season by selecting multiple of them and just to wait and see what's going on. So we can begin them up. Okay. And now, as a result of employing Miko as your active advisor, you're able to discover that he is charismatic, which is quite good. But we discover that Kremen is, in fact, a narcissist and quite detrimental to your cause. But you have further motivations to employ your advisors because the different families will have higher approval of you the more you use their advisors. Okay. This time we're going to try using just one character. You'll notice the effective ignorance was much higher than last time, and the approval of matron taking went up much higher than last time as well. So in this way, you can focus your attention on one family or one virtue if necessary, at the cost of disappointing the other families. In this case, because Miko was the expert on fervor, as well as before her, he was a charismatic guy. Fervor went up high this month, and educator Yosefka also has a very high opinion of us now. But at the end of the season, there is a twist. One of the 5 advisors must be killed in ritual sacrifice to the dark god Chernobog. And when you reach this phase, you're able to examine each character further and to see what sort of impact their sacrifice will have on the village. So on one hand, killing someone with high vice will set an example to the townspeople. So that's something you might target for. But on the other hand, no matter who you kill, that family will be angry with you, naturally, because you're killing one of their members. And so you need to carefully balance your religious obligations with your political stability. So in this case, we're going to look at sacrifice Eren because he is a swindler, which is a major sin. Horrifying, but a just outcome for such a terrible person as Eren. Strange dream, and it gives us direction as far as to what to focus on in this upcoming season. So every townsperson, as I mentioned, has a vice of some sort, and these dreams guide us towards who are the major sinners in the town. And now we know there's still a liar somewhere, and if we can possibly do it, we should find him or her and sacrifice him this season. Actually, come to think of it, there's a letter at the cathedral, so we should check that out. As you can see with this particular letter, each season, or at very random intervals during your gameplay, the townspeople will petition you for requests or advice on how to resolve a strange occurrence or a dispute between the families. And they will have effects on the town's virtues or the approval of the various families. But sometimes they might even transform a character into something different. So in this case, Basin became more gentle, which you would normally think is a good thing, but for the purposes of your religion, this is a bad thing because you want to encourage fervor, you don't want to encourage someone who's gentle or kind. So that's it for the core gameplay of the Shrouded Isle. Thank you so much for watching us. And to the hidden levels, happy birthday.